What's good, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video, and in this video I'm going to be doing my picks for the 2022 playoffs. So obviously everyone's doing their picks, everyone's doing what they want to, who they want to win the championship, and me, I wanted to give my take on it because I've been really in tune with the NBA, and since I'm now starting to do NBA videos, I think that I wanted to get in and do my own bracket. So let's get into it. Also, if you're new to the channel and you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, leave a like, and leave a comment on what other videos you guys want me to see. And yeah, let's get into it. So, we're going to go from the west to the east, and that's how we're going to do it. So, in the first round series, we got the Phoenix Suns versus the New Orleans Pelicans. I think that Phoenix is going to win in 4. I don't think that the Pelicans are even going to have a chance to get a game. Zion's not coming back. They have great pieces in Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, Valanciunas, but I just personally do not think that they have enough firepower to even come close to beating the Suns in one game. So I think that the Suns are going to get an easy sweep, and Devin Booker is about to go crazy on that defense, and it's about to be pretty good.
Several days later,
the Pelicans are going to go back to Louisiana in a 1-1 series.
So in the next round series, we got the Utah Jazz versus the Dallas Mavericks. So this one is all down to if Luka is injured. If Luka is injured, then that means that the Jazz are going to win easily in 5. But I do think that Luka will come back in, I believe, the 3rd game or something, because he's still pretty probable for game 2. So I still personally believe that the Utah Jazz are a more deep team, and I do believe that Donovan Mitchell will go crazy because he has a tendency of doing really, really good in the playoffs. So I personally believe that the Utah Jazz will be able to get past the Dallas Mavericks in 6. I do personally believe that the Utah Jazz can get past Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks. I think the Dallas Mavericks have been playing really, really good, but I think that with Luka injured, he's going to come back hobbled. It's just going to be really, really, really bad, and I personally do not like that because I don't want Luka to come back and then re-aggravate his injury like how KD did in 2019 in the finals against the Toronto Raptors, where he tore his Achilles and then he was out for the rest of the season. We do not want that for Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is going to be the next face of the NBA. We would like him to play as healthy as he can be. So in the next round series, we got the Golden State Warriors versus the Denver Nuggets. So I am recording this on the 16th of April. So the first games of the playoffs have already been played, and the Warriors won today, the Minnesota won today, and Utah won today. So basically, this is going off of after the first day. So in this series, in the first game, the Warriors played really, really, really good. We played good. Jordan Poole had 30 points. Curry came off of injury. This series, I was going to say it was going to be really, really close if Curry was not going to come back for the first game or the second game. But since he's back, and he looked kind of rusty, but he still was playing good enough where he was an impactful player in the game, I personally believe that the Warriors will win in 5. I personally believe that Jokic is going to have one of those incredible games that they're going to win at home. I think they're going to win one game at home, but I think we're going to come back and win the game in 5. Or win the series in 5, I mean. And Jordan Poole is crazy. He is definitely my most improved player. And not because I am a quote-unquote Warriors fan. I love Ja. I even said that in my video. I love Ja. I just personally believe that Jordan Poole was the most improved. But that's a whole different story. That's a whole different video if you guys really want that. But the next series is going to be Memphis versus Minnesota. So today, Minnesota actually beat the Memphis Grizzlies, which is pretty crazy because I thought this was going to be a really, really easy series. But I do now think that the Memphis Grizzlies will win in 6. I think that Minnesota has that intensity, that grit, and that grind that will actually give the Grizzlies some sort of problems in this series, because Ja was getting clamped up. I do think that they're going to get their stuff together. Ja is going to play crazy because Ja is amazing, and they're going to win this series. But if they lose this series, that's going to be very, 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 very bad for the Memphis Grizzlies, and they're going to basically be pretenders for the rest of the season. But I have faith that Ja's going to come up clutch, and everyone else is going to do their thing, and they're going to win this series. So, over in the East, Miami versus Atlanta. Trae Young is amazing, and he literally willed his team in the playing game to get here. So I personally believe that Miami is still going to win because Miami is a fantastic team. I think they're going to win in 5. I think that Trae Young's going to have an amazing game, just like Jokic can have an amazing game, but Miami is the better team, and Clint Capella got out with an injury, and I feel like Miami's just gonna walk the park. So Philly today, they played and they won in convincing fashion. But I still do believe that Philly is going to win. I still do think that they're going to win in 6. I think that Toronto has a great fan base. They're going to really let them have it when they're at home. I think this is going to be a close series. James Harden still isn't looking good, which is a problem. So that means that if Joel Embiid is not going, if Tyrese Maxey isn't playing incredible, then they might lose some games. This might go to a 7-game series, and Toronto could win. But I personally believe that Philly is going to win because Joel Embiid, all that type of stuff. The next series is Milwaukee versus Chicago. Milwaukee's going to win in 4. I don't think that Chicago has anything. They don't have really good defense. I think that they're literally just going to walk the park with them. Giannis is going to average like 40 against them, and it's literally not even going to be a challenge. Chicago might win a game, but they're not beating the Milwaukee Bucks, so that's a problem.
Several days later.
Ball thrown in bounds, and that's it.
So Boston versus Brooklyn. This is going to be a really good series, and I do think that Boston is going to win, but I think it's going to be a 7-game series. Brooklyn, obviously KD and Kyrie, a great duo, the best duo in the NBA. I don't care what nobody says. And then there's Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. But I do think that Boston has better defense, which is going to be able to a little bit slow down KD and Kyrie. You can't really do that, but I think they will be able to. And I personally believe that Boston has the more complete team to be able to beat Brooklyn, because Brooklyn only has a few pieces that will be able to fix them. I know that Ben Simmons will be coming back, but I just don't think that Ben Simmons off of injury is going to be able to do crazy. But if he does, Brooklyn is going to beat him. It's literally all up to the injuries at this point. If Ben Simmons comes back and plays good, then they're going to win. But I don't know. But I just think that Boston has a little bit more of a complete team to beat Brooklyn. But I would like to see Brooklyn in the next round. But I just have to be honest. In the Western Conference semifinals, we got Phoenix and Utah. And I think Phoenix is going to win in 6. I think that Utah, they're honestly just frauds. And they're going to get exposed. It's basically just simple as that. Phoenix is the best team. They're the deepest team in the NBA. They're going to just completely annihilate the Jazz. I don't think it's gonna be it's gonna be a close series, but I think in the games that the Utah Jazz win, it's gonna be really close. So I personally believe that Phoenix is just the better team, but they're gonna get a little bit of problems. But that's personally it. So Golden State versus Memphis Grizzlies. This is one of the teams that gives us problems in the regular season, but I personally do believe that the Golden State Warriors are going to win in 7. I think it's going to be a really intense game because the Grizzlies are a young team. They're hungry to win and prove themselves, but I do think the Warriors, as experienced as they are with Jordan Poole, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, I think they're all gonna come together and they're going to make sure that they don't lose this series. But I would not be surprised if the Grizzlies won because of how like hungry they are and how like they're just probably gonna just be way too much for the Warriors to handle. And then in the East, we have Miami versus Philly. I think that Miami's going to win in 6 games. I think that James Harden, honestly, if he doesn't get back to normal status, it literally is probably going to end in 5. But I think that James Harden might come back with a decent game. But I do think Miami is the deeper team, so I do think that they're going to win it. And then Milwaukee versus Boston, I think Milwaukee's winning in 6. Milwaukee's the better team. Giannis, the defending champs, I think that their pedigree is just going to bring him over them. Now, in the Western Conference Finals, we got Phoenix Suns and the Golden State Warriors. And personally, from watching every single Phoenix and Warriors game this season, let's keep it real. I believe Devin Booker was out for the first game. They won. And Klay Thompson was out for the first 3 games, or first 2 games maybe. And then the last game, the Warriors almost beat the Suns without Steph Curry. So I personally believe, from everything I've seen, I personally believe that the Golden State Warriors are going to win this series in 7. I know that that's a really hot take. I don't know if it's a hot take, but I personally believe it. From watching them and being a Warriors fan, I've seen what we can do against the Suns. We have made Devin Booker struggle. Every game has been relatively close than when we played. We split the season series 2-2. And the games that we won one on Christmas. Curry played amazing. And then we won one at home, and Curry played all right. And we didn't have Clay. We did not have Clay in those wins. And if we have our groove back we'll have our groove back by that time. The Warriors will definitely be able to handle off the Suns. But the Suns are a great team, so I do believe that they're going to push it to 7 games, because that's just how I think. And Miami versus Milwaukee is going to win in 6. I think that Milwaukee is just a better team. And last season in the playoffs, Miami got swept. But I think that they have a better team. I still do not think that they can be. They have no one to stop Giannis. Bam is a great defender, but he didn't do really anything last playoff series. So I personally believe that the finals is going to be Golden State versus the Milwaukee Bucks. And this one is really hard because Giannis is incredible, and we do not have anybody to stop Giannis. Draymond, no. Looney, no. No one can stop Giannis. But I personally believe that the Warriors can outgun the Milwaukee Bucks. I personally believe that they can outgun the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is going to get his. We know that. But I personally believe that Curry, Clay, Poole, everybody is just going to be an onslaught. Way too much for the defenders. Jrue Holiday can't guard everybody. Chris Middleton can't guard everybody. Bobby Portis can't guard everybody. It's just going to be an onslaught, and I personally believe that the Warriors are going to win in 6, and I personally believe that the Warriors are going to win the 2022 NBA championship. With logic, I'm not being biased. This is all with logic and watching games, but I think that this is a perfect bracket. I think this is a perfect bracket. I think everything is understandable. And I did say that the Suns can get to the finals. I said that the Grizzlies can beat us. I'm not being completely biased. I'm not saying we're smoking everybody. Like I said, we're gonna have to go through 2 7-game series to get to the finals. So it's gonna be really, really tough. But I personally believe that this is gonna be my bracket. So yeah, this is basically gonna be the end of my bracket. If you guys want to see more of this and more videos on the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Niggas ain't gotta respect. Niggas just gotta accept. I put that top left. I love my